Hey there, welcome to iNeptune Tarot's channel. Today's topic is a bit different. Today we are going to dig into your past relationship or just a person in your life that has left significant mark. We are going to ask the question, why did I meet this person? What was the reason why things went the way they went and why I had to go through all this? So you can understand that this tarot reading is about someone with whom you might have had a relationship or someone that you encountered, but you have a lot of unanswered questions and you just want to know more about it. You want to get more clear messages about why things went the way they went. I have prepared three piles for you. You can choose from pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I will use some animal spirit tarot decks to get some extra messages. And there is a bonus question for those of you who are not with that person anymore, just out of curiosity, if you want to know how is this person doing, how is that person's life moving on. We are just gonna get some short answers. I will give you a few minutes shortly to focus on the pile that you find that is most fit for you, the one that your intuition points out. And please don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see more content from me. Hello there, pal number 1. For all of you who chose the Golden Art Tarot deck, I'm not gonna waste any time and quickly dig into the messages that the tarot is going to give us about that person. Why you had to meet this person, why things had to go the way they went, what is the reason for all this, what the universe wants from you. Let's see what the tarot is going to say. Okay. 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 I'm gonna take some extra cards to get more clarification to what we got here. And also I'm gonna take into consideration the card that is on the bottom of the deck because it shows the overall energy of the reading. Just gonna place them like this so every card is visible. Yep. Okay, so pile number 1. I see that the person that you are thinking about, the person that you met, that crossed your path, is person that gave you a lot of consideration, something to think about, a lot of restless thoughts, a lot of frustration and questions but no answers. A lot of things are not clear here. I see that you're struggling a lot. You might nightly when you go to sleep think about why this happened, why it had to go like this, why I had to go through this with that person. So here this card indicates that this person just caused a lot of frustration in you. This person, whatever he did with you, he just left you with a lot of unanswered questions and a lot of anxiety and restless nights. So now let's dig into the tarot cards and see the messages. Starting with the these cards here, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you were not ready for whatever happened with this person. You were maybe too young or too inexperienced. You were not in the place to start whatever you started with that person, or whatever you wanted to start with that person. For different people it could be different. You just take what is for you and fit it to your situation, because this is a collective tarot reading. I see that you are not in the right, you were not in the right place when you started this thing with that person, and you were working on something, you were focused into something, you were like having your routines, you are doing your routine things, you were doing your everyday life habits and all the things. Maybe you were just working, maybe you met this person at your work, but you were just doing your thing and you were focused in it. And whatever happened with this person, it happened because you were not ready for it. You still had something to work out. You were not ready for this person to enter into your life. You had things that you needed to focus on. You had things that you needed to make into habit to be ready for this person. So you were not ready when the thing with that person happened, whatever it is, or the relationship when it started. You were not ready for it. Moving on further, I see that you wanted to start something. You wanted to begin something with that person, but overall you had to pull yourself back. You felt like you cannot make any decision. You felt like this is not in your control, and you had to pull yourself back. Overall, I'm feeling like here the energy is like you want to do something, you want to take initiation, you want to take part, take lead, but not being able to, maybe because of the person itself, because you are like forced to take the back seat. You are forced to just stay back and contemplate and maybe make difficult decisions also. But you are not with your clear mind. Your eyes are blinded. You cannot see the truth. You just need to pull yourself back and keep your energy together. Moving on further with your tarot cards, I see that here again you wanted to move forward. You wanted to move things forward. You wanted to take a next step, do something, just go along. But it ended up badly. It ended up causing you to be feeling stuck, to feel blindfolded, to feel like you cannot do anything, like your hands are tied, your eyes are blinded, and there are swords around you and you cannot escape. You are stuck. Overall, what I'm feeling from this pile, I feel like this person came into your life in order to make you take a step back. Because here I see desire to do something, desire to move forward. Maybe you were too immature, or you just wanted to do something, you just wanted to move forward. But when you met this person, when things happened with this person, it only caused you to just take a step back, to go to a place where you don't feel comfortable, where you don't feel right, you feel like you're stuck. I'm just gonna take some animal spirit cards to see what the advices are from the animal spirits. what the animal spirits advise you regarding this person. Take a leap of faith. So, with this person, you you cannot be sure about anything, but this person came into your life in order to make you trust more into yourself, trust more into your intuition, trust more into your desire to to move things, to just go forward and move with life. This person caused you to draw back. This person caused you to have a lot of thoughts that are making you feel like stuck. But this card is saying that you just need to have faith. That's why you met this person. He caused you frustration, but this frustration was caused in order for you to realize your own strength, to get your faith back, to jump without thinking about this person, just to trust your own gut and do the things in your own way. Let's take one more animal spirit advice. Giraffe spirit. See the bigger picture. That's the advice for you. That's the advice for you. You should just try to see things from a different perspective. See things from far away, not when you zoom into something, you see only one part of it. But when you zoom out, when you see it from far away, you can see the whole picture and you can see that not everything is the way you thought it was. So I feel like this person came into your life in order to make you believe more into yourself, in order to make you trust your gut, trust your intuition, do the work you need to do, and just move forward. You wanted to do all this with that person, but it just didn't work out. It only went to a frustration because probably the character of the personality of this person is not allowing you to move forward. But also that person maybe was not ready for it, or maybe you were not ready for that relationship. But overall, I feel like this person came into your life to make you realize your own strength. It did get you hurt after all, but in the bigger picture, you should think in a bigger picture that you learned a lot of things with that person. You learned that maybe you should trust more yourself and not the other person. Maybe you should love yourself more in order to stay in this more positive part and not go here where you end up frustrated, blindfolded, not being able to see the truth. Still, I'm gonna take some extra card for you, just some quick reading to see how is this person doing now. For those of you who are not together with that person, this is mostly for you, or even those of you who are together with that person, maybe you will get messages here as well. But just out of curiosity, I will take some tarot cards just to see how is this person doing right now. Okay. This person cannot make a decision. He needs to choose between many things. He might feel a bit confused. There might be a woman in his life, or he might have reached a point where he needs to think more straight, just kill off all his feelings and emotions, and just act with his logics. But for some of you, I think this is a woman in his life that is giving him good advices. He might be seeing a therapist or something, or there might be a woman that is giving him good advices, but a cold woman, not a woman that understands him emotionally or anything, someone who is acting purely with logic. And he's finding his way to stability. That were your messages, pile number 1. I hope you liked this reading, and I hope I have managed to answer at least some of the questions that were bothering you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I see you again in my next videos. Bye! Hello there, pal number 2, for all of you who chose the beautiful Lights Here Tarot deck. Now, let's not waste any time and try to answer some questions. Why did you meet this person? What was the reason why you had to go through all these things with this person? Why you had to meet this person, and what is the messages? What are the messages that you need to find out? Okay. I'm gonna take some clarifying cards in order to make things more complete. Okay. Good. Oh, okay. Now, I'm gonna take into consideration the card that is on the bottom of the deck, because this shows the overall energy of the entire reading. I'm just gonna move things a bit closer so you can see all the cards. Okay. Now let's start with this card, the one that sits on the bottom. Knight of Swords. You met this person because you were running after some kind of ideal that you had. You were dedicated, you were determined, and you were just running after something without thinking about it. You were not so considerate. You were just chasing after something that you were not able to have. Overall, the energy might be a bit rough. There might be let's say verbal fights, but let's check out your tarot cards and get more information from them. Starting off, quite interesting with the devil himself. The devil in this tarot deck is quite beautiful. So, pile number 2, you felt you wanted to have this. You wanted to have a complete picture, perfect family, covered in abundance, in joy, in happy moments, and you were just stuck to this image. You were chasing after this image, and your focus was on this. You were obsessed in this. With the devil card, usually you end up in obsessions. I'm just gonna show you the card itself. Look how charming he is, and how he's holding into his hand with little knits, how he's pulling the strings of that person. You were really focused onto this image, to have a perfect family, or just to have that perfect relationship where you have everything you desire. Because 10 of Pentacles is an abundance, it's richness. And you fell into the devil's trap. That image did not actually lead you here. It led you to this card, the one where you are chasing after something, but you are not reaching it. Let's move on further. You thought that things would be dynamic. You thought that there will be a lot of movement, a lot of action, but you ended up, maybe this person made you feel like that. You ended up being in a cold place where you need to just rest. You just need to think. You need to just take a step back, go back into yourself, go back into your inner world. Just rest and meditate over it. The initial energies that you wanted to just have your inner flame burn and just go and explore and do things. But what happened is that you were somehow pushed to go back, to draw back, to be in more restful position where you just need to just look at things, contemplate them, meditate over them, but not take any action. And moving on further, the cards are speaking quite clearly. You have 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups. You can see on the image that your intention was 10 of Cups. You wanted to get that image of 10 of Cups, having the perfect family, covered in rainbows, covered in all abundance and everything that you ever desired. But actually this did not lead to this, actually lead to this card. This card is 10 of Swords, which shows an ending. Something has ended, and it seems like a painful ending. But you can see that the person here is alone, and there are birds around the woman. Overall, the energy is like this person came into your life to show you that you should not fall into illusions. You should not chase after images that you have in your head. I'm just gonna take some animal spirit cards also to get some more advices over this matter. Oops, there are too many. I'm not gonna use them. I'm gonna take one or two cards. Giraffe spirit. It was the same like with pile number 1. See the bigger picture. What I feel like pile number 2, you just fell into the trap of the devil. You fell into the illusion of perfect family, perfect happiness, rainbow, inner fire, but you got tricked by the devil. He tricked you. You ended up being alone. You ended up being put back into a rest mode. That's why the giraffe spirit tells you, just see the bigger picture. Don't zoom in into one thing. Just zoom out so you can see the bigger picture. You can see the things the way they are. And don't fall into the illusion that the devil is proposing you. Gonna take one more animal spirit card. Spider spirits, make your dreams real. Another indication that you were just stuck with illusion that was caused by the devil. The cards are speaking quite clearly with this group, and the messages are coming really clear. You should just get out of this perfect family or perfect relationship stereotypes. Otherwise you will fall into the trap. You should see the bigger picture with the giraffe spirit, and then you can make your dreams real. Because reality is not always what we see on the pictures. Reality sometimes can be not as beautiful as we think it is, but still it can be nice. So that were your messages, pile number 2. For those of you who wants to see the bonus question, how is this person doing now? It's mostly for those of you who are not together with that person anymore. But even if you are still with that person, you can just see the messages. Oop, this one just came out. Okay. This person at the moment, he's not so happy. Like you can see on the card, he's suffering from heartache, he's disappointed, but he's finding his balance. Even if he's disappointed in his emotional life, in his, let's say, everyday life, work life, he's finding his balance and he's managing to do things without any hesitation. And he's into a lot of communication. He's maybe meeting a lot of people, maybe talking with many people, but he's having a busy life. So that were your messages, pile number 2. I hope I have managed to answer the questions that you had, and I hope you have enjoyed the tarot reading. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. So I see you again in my next videos. Bye! Hello there, pal number 3. For those of you who chose the Witch's Tarot, now we're gonna just shuffle the deck and see what are the messages for you. Why did you have to meet this person? What this person bring into your life? Why the universe made you meet this person? Let's see the messages why you had to meet this person. Okay. 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 I'm just gonna take some clarifying cards in order to make things more complete. Okay. 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 I'm just gonna use the take into consideration the card that is also in the bottom of the deck, because it shows the overall energy of the reading. So pile number 3, you can see the overall energy of the reading. You met this person in order to put an end to something. It might be painful. What you went through might be painful, but it had to happen because you needed to put an end to something. Something in your life had to end. Let's dig into your tarot cards and check out what the messages are. We are starting off with the High Priest and the Eight of Cups. For some of you, I feel like in order to be with this person, you had to abandon your own traditions. You had to leave behind your own belief system, the way you were thinking. Everything had to change. I feel like you had to leave things behind in order to be with that person. Maybe you needed to leave parts of your character, you needed to be someone else, you needed to pretend to be someone else in order to make this person like you. But overall, I feel like you left something behind, and something that is typical for you, something that is like tradition for you, something like a way of thinking. You just had to put it behind and just move forward. Further on, I see that you are collaborating somehow with this person, or it could be someone else, but you met this person in order to learn your lessons, in order to learn to collaborate, in order to reach a point where you are more experienced. But I feel like this could be a different person also. There could be another person involved. Actually, in this file, I feel the presence of other people, not just the person you are talking about, but I feel like there might be other people involved within this story. So here with this situation, I feel like you met this person because you needed to learn how to collaborate, how to manage to deal with, let's say, different characters, different personalities. You needed to adapt your way of thinking, your beliefs, your overall your system of doing things to that of that person. Or it might be that you needed to collaborate with other people in order to reach that person somehow. Moving on further, with the Queen of Wands, I feel like there might be another person into his life. Because under the Queen of Wands we have Three of Cups. Maybe the presence of this person caused some kind of distortion into your relationship. Or I strongly feel like in this spell there are other people involved, and that's why things went to an end. And I feel like this pile gave too much of themselves to that person. They had to leave behind their belief system. They had to leave behind their way of thinking and try to collaborate with that person. You try to change in order to reach that person. And this person, this overall situation, if there was another person involved in your story, if there was cheating or any kind of deceit, this happened in order for you to be able to take the position of Queen of Wands. That's one of the versions. This happened because you needed to make sure you reach that position of Queen of Wands. You become more affirmative, you become more courageous, you believe more into yourself and your own skills, and you don't place yourself in accordance with that person that you met. What happened to you was in order to make you believe more into yourself and your own skills, to be more courageous and just to take firm steps without making sure that they are in accordance with someone else. That situation happened for you. That situation with another person involved in your story happened so that you can grow, so that you can learn to be more courageous and don't do things for that person so that he can like you or he can appreciate you. Don't change yourself, just be who you are, be strong, believe in yourself, and just Do what your intuition guides you to do. Just do what you feel you need to do. I'm gonna take some animal spirit cards also in order to get some more clear messages. Let's see what the animal spirits are going to advise you, pile number 3. Wombat spirit, be at home. Well, this can be regarding that situation where you had to change your own belief system, your own way of thinking. The Wombat spirit is trying to tell you that you should stay true to yourself, stay true to your traditions, to your understanding, to your inner world. Don't change or leave behind what you believe. Let's take one more spirit card. Sandpiper spirit, be playful. Okay, so be playful. It could be related with this situation where you can just be strong on your own. You don't have to leave behind yourself, or just you don't have to be completely attached to one person, or just change or just adapt to the understandings of one person. You can just be playful, you can just be yourself, you can just take things easy, and don't give too much of yourself, don't give too much of your energy to someone else. Even if it's someone you like, you should always keep your energy together and make sure there is like 50-50 energy exchange between you and your partner, not you giving everything and receiving nothing. So that were your messages, pile number 3. Like I did with the other piles as well, I'm going to have a bonus question for you. If you are not together with that person, or even if you are together with that person, I'm just gonna ask the tarot deck how that person is doing right now. How is this person doing right now? How is his life going? Okay. So this person right now is in a situation where he needs to show his power, where he needs to show his strength, his dominance. Again, King of Pentacles came out. He's focused on his work, or maybe he has something to do with somebody in his work who is higher than him. But overall, I feel like he needs to show some kind of strength and endurance at his work. And at the same time, he needs to make choices in his life. He needs to choose between one or two things. Or also he might be still looking for someone in his life. Maybe he hasn't found the person he was looking for. Or maybe he's in love with someone. That also could be the message with the lovers. So that were your messages, pile number 3. I hope you have enjoyed your readings, and I hope I have managed to answer at least some of your questions that you had regarding the situation. Please don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see more future videos from me. Bye.